General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that in Port Charles, New York, Franco Baldwin is trying to shoulder quite a big burden on his own. He's been given bad news about a returning brain tumor. Dr. Terry was contacted for a consultation by Dr. Portia Robinson after Franco passed out at the floating rib. Sure, Terry is a pediatric oncologist. In fact, he was Oscar Nero Quartermain's oncologist. Viewers of General Hospital will remember that Oscar died of an inoperable brain tumor. But Franco's symptoms don't resemble Oscar's, although different types of brain tumors in different parts of the brain can cause different symptoms. With the minimized budget cuts put in place by Dr. Britt Westbourne, under the direction of Cyrus Rano, there is always the possibility that mistakes will be made, even in the imaging department. Viewers can remember that many mistakes made in the lab, even if many of them were intentional, especially when Brad Cooper was in charge. Franco's symptoms so far seem more like a messy language called aphasia when people get sick after a stroke. There's a particular type that can be caused by brain injury or a stroke called Wernicke's aphasia. Symptoms are described as the patient's ability to produce many words, and they are usually grammatically correct and pronounced at a normal pace. However, what they say may not make much sense, and they tend to fill their sentences with irrelevant words. General Hospital spoilers. So what symptoms do frontal lobe tumors produce? The frontal lobe controls reasoning, emotions, problem-solving, movement, and expressive language. The frontal lobe is located at the front of the brain, and symptoms of a tumor could include increased aggression, apathy, personal changes, one-sided weakness, loss of smell, vision and speech problems, and difficulty walking. All of these can be symptoms of a stroke, depending on which part of the brain was affected. However, speech problems in this context mean difficulty in speaking. Do not confuse words like aphasia, which sounds like what happened to Franco when he said the word handle and then passed out. If the tumor is what looks like the big black dot near the top of his head in the image, that's not the frontal lobe, which is where Terry said the tumor was. This is the parietal lobe.